Hi, I'm Bob Coates from E.G. Stolzfus. It's the second video update for the woods at Warwick Woodlands. First thing we're going to talk about today is waterproofing. We have waterproofing on the bottom 4 feet of the foundation that wraps around the footer. That waterproofing is imperative for keeping any kind of water or moisture from getting inside of the building. The way we're doing it now is starting at the bottom 4 feet, we're going to backfill with 3 feet of stone, and then we'll finish the rest of the waterproofing up to the top of the wall. A lot of people have been wondering what the huge block structure at the north side of the building is. This is actually a 3-story stair tower. You can see the doors for the first, second, and third floor behind me. When it's done, inside will be painted. It'll have wooden stairs with wooden landings all the way from the first to the third floor. Now we're standing down in the foundation. Behind me, the plumbers are starting to put the drain together. The drain goes from the back of the building all the way to the front of the building. It's about 450 lineal feet. On this side of me, we have an elevator shaft. It's very similar to the stair tower. This is a hydraulic elevator shaft. And this will give you a good idea of how the masons have to set up their scaffolding and lay the block floor by floor in order to get all the way up to the top. This one will actually go to the rooftop. On this side, you can see a trench for the sewer that goes under slab in the garage, and the excavator behind me who's still working on connecting that to the end of the building. Another question I've been asked throughout this building is, how does the winter weather affect progress? Well, the winter weather affects us every single day. There was a time when we had those 2 weeks of temperatures where it didn't even get above freezing, and we had 20 inches of frost in this foundation. So we had a meeting, we all sat around the table, and we finally figured out how we're going to get all this frost out of the building. Well, over the weekend it warmed up. That Monday it rained, and by the end of the following week we were trying to figure out how we're going to get all the mud out of the basement, and there wasn't even any frost left. So right now you can see we're dealing with a mud issue. I am standing in a rut that a wheel loader came through, and it's up to my knees. We fight with this every day. We fight with the mud and the cold and the precipitation that has been seemingly every 2 or 3 days. So the winter has been a challenge so far. The precipitation every few days is the biggest challenge. It slows down the waterproofers, the masons, the excavators, everyone trying to work, and it adds a lot more work on our end. We've been pumping water out every day. Our subcontractors have been willing to work Saturdays and work a little bit later into the evening than what they normally do to try to maintain our finished schedule date.